Well, good post-Super Bowl Monday to you. Welcome to our live edition of Healthy Living South Mississippi. I'm Jim Tabor, along with Doctors Jim and Janine Fox of Doctors Nutrition. What a game.
What a game.
I know it's nothing health related or anything, but I'm sure there was a lot of people out there, their hearts were,
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So
last minute.
It was, well, it was wild. I mean, Patriots played a tough game and came back and won the thing, so well deserved. But anyway, this is the first Monday of the month. So this is what we call Open Line Monday. So we invite you to call in and ask questions to the doctors, anything in particular regarding trying to live a healthier lifestyle, which is what this show is all about. And I know this is the time of the year where everybody's trying to work out. They make that New Year's resolution.
A lot of people have quit already by now. But
Yes, they have. Yes, they have.
Oh, yeah.
So we always tell people, if you quit, just start back again. I mean, you don't have to. People think, oh, I already blew it. I'm done. I'm like, no, you just pick it back up and start over again.
But you know, you want to be safe about it.
You do.
know, whenever you do, you don't want to overdo it.
Definitely.
And the older that you get, there's probably more things that you need to be aware of. Because one of the things, with me is, of course, I'm trying to get back into the regimen and taking it slowly and everything. One of the first things that I ask y'all about, should I take something for my joints? Being, I'm 60 years old now, so should I take something for my joints? And yes, you came right back.
Yeah.
Great idea. Take Pernimax.
Right, Pernimax. Pernimax is actually a joint product that actually keeps down further degeneration. I mean, of course, it's anybody that's about 60 probably has some joint degeneration just because of wear and tear over the years. And anybody that's athletic or even works out a lot tends to have a little bit more. Unfortunately, some of the healthier people have worse joints because they do so much to those joints and they overdo it a lot. And now there's a lot of people that aren't that healthy that have joint problems too, so it's really for anybody with joint problems. But the Pernimax really does make a difference.
Okay.
Pretty quick.
Perna's a shellfish. It's got all 9 different classes of your glucosamines. There's more than one glucosamine in our body. It's got like 9 different classes, and it has all of them.
And it also has your chondroitin, and it has your chelated minerals naturally occurring, and then we add to it more glucosamine sulfate, MSM, boswellia. So it's actually a really good product, and we see a lot of people that's already taking other joint products that say it works better than the other joint products that they've used.
All right, 896-0713 or 800-349-0713. Those are our phone lines. You can call in and ask the doctors a question directly, or if you don't want to be on the air, you can pass it along to our operator, and they will pass the question along to us. So again, I mean, this is Open Line Monday, and trying to help you live a healthier lifestyle. That's what the show's all about.
And it really is a lifestyle. People talk about diets and stuff. If you look at the definition of diet, diet is what an organism eats. Okay, so what do we eat? And our diet's pretty bad here in the United States if you just look at the standard American diet. It's about doing something different. It's about choosing a different lifestyle.
Right, because when we talk about diet, we're not talking about short term. We're talking about what you eat long term. So when you hear the word, we say a lot diet. We don't really mean dieting.
It's a lifestyle change.
Yes, exactly.
You need to make a lifestyle change.
Yeah, that's the whole point. It is a totally different lifestyle, and it's so we're the choice of that thing. You can choose to either be healthy and change that lifestyle. And the information that came out in the 60s and 70s, predominantly pushing the high carb, low fat diets and so on, has been pretty much debunked scientifically. There was not just somebody saying, well, yeah, okay, it's time to change. Science has been on the side of nutrition, showing us that those diets don't work. They cause the increase in diabetes. They cause the increase in food sensitivities. They cause all these problems that we've got today. And so we need to make a lifestyle change and say, okay, let's do something different.
And stick with it. Because I have people all the time that come in and you tell them how they need to change their diet, and they say, well, after all this stuff gets better on my lab work, can I go back to what I was eating? And I'm like, no, that's
why you got there in the
caused
first
it in the first place.
That's why you got there to begin with.
So that's why we always say it's a lifestyle change, and people want something that's just a temporary, and unfortunately it doesn't exist.
Yeah, because I'll confess, I'm one of those that did that.
Yes, you do
I
it.
did.
You do.
Janine gets on me all the time about that because I did. I mean, I followed their low glycemic diet,
right,
and did it very well. Lost diet and lost weight and everything. It felt a lot better than something. I don't remember what exactly happened, but yes, I got off of it.
Fell off the wagon.
I did. I fell off the wagon, and and I've crawled back on it now. Trying to really watch what I eat. Except I have to confess. She catches me as Saturday. I see her in line. We're in Slidell. I see her in line ahead of me. I scared her to death. But I'm standing there holding a hot dog with relish and everything. And she looks at it and looks at me and is like, that's not healthy. I said, well, this is my cheat day.
He's like, I'm just cheating today.
I'm just cheating today. So that was it. So I got busted on Saturday with a big old, kangaroo store hot dog.
What was the likelihood of running into us?
Exactly. Yes. I know. That was awful funny. But yeah, a lot of it is. I mean, down south, we have a tendency to kind of overindulge ourselves in the way that we eat. Because we love to eat.
Yeah,
but
we
have
sure
the one
yesterday was a bad day too.
Oh, yes,
with the
I
Super
know.
Bowl. Everybody uses all the what do you call? It's not really a holiday, the Super Bowl, but a special occasion. Any special occasion,
exactly.
they're like, well, I can eat what I want today. So we really can say we are good 99.9% of the time. I mean, it's rare that we don't have the cheat days. But, we're used to it. We've been doing it a long time, and the longer you do it, the easier it gets. It does. I tell people at first it's the hardest.
Yeah. It's, when you've done something, for years and years, it
comes natural.
It's just second nature to you, yeah.
You look at that stuff and say, ooh, I don't want that.
Somebody always asking me about, well, what kind of birthday cake do you have? I haven't had a birthday cake in years. I just don't do it. I mean, that's just not something I indulge in. I mean,
come to think of it, I probably haven't had one in a while too, a birthday cake.
So I mean, it's just people, but tend to always have some sort of special occasion.
Right.
That you're going to it's a special occasion.
Just going to do it here.
Yeah, I'm just going to do it
here, and I'm just going to do it here.
But if you look, most of those special occasions come up at least once a month.
Yes,
I mean,
they do.
If not once a week.
Right.
And we're down south. We love celebrating anytime.
Whatever.
And right now we're in the middle of Mardi Gras, so
I was gonna say, Mardi Gras is coming up
every weekend. 896-0713, 800-349-0713. It is Open Line Monday, so please give us a call. And welcome back. Our phone lines are open at 896-0713, 800-349-0713. If you have a question. Marie from Gulfport called in and had a few questions for us. First off, is cinnamon a good supplement for sugar or complement for sugar?
Well, okay, here's the deal. You don't need sugar, okay? So you really shouldn't think about like putting cinnamon with sugar because, I mean, if you make cinnamon toast, right?
And I'm not sure if she was maybe asking if it was a complement for it or maybe if it would help with sugars, possibly.
It can help with sugar handling. There's
Yes,
no doubt about that. I mean, it can help you with the insulin resistance, which is a consequence of eating too much sugar.
Right.
But,
so
first off,
cinnamon is a very good spice to use.
It is,
but not
cut
with
back
sugar.
to sugar.
Exactly.
Right.
I mean, a lot of people do use cinnamon and sugar together, and that's what you don't want to do because that kind of defeats the purpose.
Yeah.
But actually, cinnamon itself has a lot of research for insulin resistance and sugar handling problems. So you can use cinnamon, just don't use the sugar with it.
Exactly.
Yep.
Okay. Another question she had is about turmeric.
Yeah.
Is turmeric good for pain?
Well, turmeric, the curcuminoids, which are the active ingredients from the turmeric, are very good for pain. I mean, they're big anti-inflammatories, so they help a lot with the inflammatory process anywhere
That's the
in the
biggest
body.
thing that probably helps with pain is because it helps get rid of inflammation.
Yeah.
And there is so much research on the curcumins. Actually, all the research is really done on the curcumins, which is the active ingredient, like you said. But there is so much inflammation causes pain. They even know that inflammation actually stimulates cancer. So there's a lot of research even for cancer because of the way it helps inflammation. So when it gets down to it, it's an anti-inflammatory, and it's a really good one.
Really?
And we have very few people have any problems with taking it. So that's another good thing is you don't have a lot of side effects from it either.
That's true.
Okay, and her third question was, what is the hype about essential oils?
Well, essential oils we're dealing with smell. Okay, and smell is the one thing in one sense that we have that doesn't have what we call thalamic intervention. The thalamus doesn't filter things. So in other words, if you think about, for instance, you mentioned cinnamon. Think about the Cinnabon, right? The cinnamon smell. I mean, like, oh my God.
Yes.
I mean, you can smell that, and your mouth starts watering. It's like Pavlov's dogs. And I mean, seriously. And so it's a very strong.
It is, and it does have some benefits. Like lavender is relaxing.
Very
Eucalyptus,
so.
no doubt, opens up your airways
Right.
and helps. The menthol, which everybody's used that for years. Your rosemary can make you a little bit more alert, but it also can increase blood pressure. So it can help with things. We don't use it as a primary source of treatment, though. I mean, that's us.
No.
We do not.
There's not enough research, if you will, or data to support, like, okay, I'm going to use this and this only to treat such and such a condition. No, complementary condition, something to add to it. Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Like I said, the things that smell good, gives you a good sense of well-being.
Right.
Things,
We don't think it's not going to hurt.
Definitely not.
And there's a lot of like even frankincense, which is your boswellia, does have anti-inflammatory effects. So I mean, there's a lot of things it does do. But I have seen people, which like you said, the hype is what you asked. Is it a hype? Right now, everybody and their mother are selling it. And
well,
so
there's multi-level marketing.
we have seen people get off of all medications and get off of everything because someone told them this will cure everything, and it doesn't. I mean, I don't recommend that.
No.
What about peppermint oil for an upset stomach?
That does
it's
help.
very good. Peppermint,
does help.
Peppermint's actually very good for the upset stomach. There's no doubt about it. So is ginger.
For years they've done that, and peppermint candy actually technically no longer even has peppermint in it. I mean, they use a peppermint flavoring that's not true peppermint. So real peppermint actually is good. So it does help. There are essential oils that you can use. I just wouldn't stop everything else you do and think it's going to cure everything.
Right.
All right. Ashton from K-Rear is on the phone. Good morning, Ashton. What's your question for the doctors?
Hello?
Hello,
Yes,
Ashton.
Ashton,
Good morning.
go ahead.
How are y'all today?
We're
Very
doing
well.
good. Doing good. Turn your
All right, I
TV.
got a
Turn
few
your
problems.
turn your TV down if you would, Ashton. There's a little bit of a delay there. It's going to throw you off.
What can we do for you, Ashton?
I have trouble with the sugar,
Okay.
and I have trouble with inflammation.
Okay.
And my big trouble right now, I'm 70-something years old, is muscles. I can't get up out of a chair. I don't have the strength. It's in my thighs.
Okay.
Okay?
Now, with the inflammation, we just talked about the turmeric or curcumins, and those are really good anti-inflammatory, and it even helps somewhat circulation, which can even help with muscles. I was just reading a thing this weekend, a research that came out, even vitamin D deficiency can affect muscle deterioration, especially as people age. So we always recommend having your vitamin D checked. You want to make sure if you're on a medication that depletes your CoQ10. That's probably the main thing that we see.
One of the biggest.
I've had people come in that can barely walk. And if you look, they were on 2 or 3 medications that deplete coenzyme Q10, which is essential for the mitochondria of the muscle. And when they replace that nutrient, then it can actually help greatly with the muscle. And so really, if you come by, we can look at a list of your medications and see what's going on. But I promise you probably are on one. We see that a lot.
We see it a lot. We really do, Ashton. But, like I said, like Janine said, the best thing for you to do is just to come by the office there. Bring your medications that you're on. I mean, actually physically just throw them in a bag and bring them with you so we can actually see it. Because a lot of times,
we even have something called ribofuel, which is also for the mitochondria of the muscle. So we have so many things that are good in natural medicine for muscle. And getting rid of inflammation can actually help too. And we have not just the turmeric, but we have a lot of things that help with inflammation, even the bromelain, depending on what, some medications you can't take certain supplements with. So you have to look at your medication list to know exactly what you can take.
And the great thing about it, Ashton, is there is no charge for a consultation whenever you do go over there.
Right.
You might have to wait a few minutes for some other people, but it's well worth it.
It's gotten better since we now have Dr. Bull.
Yeah,
because
that's
there's
right,
3
Dr.
of us now.
Yeah.
And so 3 of us, usually you don't have to wait as long.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, there's so many things you can do for muscle, and we see that a lot in people in your age group. And just to let people know, a few of the group of medications that is known to deplete CoQ10 is the statin drugs, the beta blockers, which is a lot of the heart medications, and even some of the antidepressants actually deplete CoQ10 as well. So you see so many of these medications deplete coenzyme Q10, and it is so important.
And if you're taking more than one, if you're taking a statin and, say, a beta blocker,
that's what we see a lot.
You can add these things up, and in some individuals, it's just going to be, because of our genetics, it's just going to be too much for our body, and you're going to start having problems like Ashton sounds like he's got.
And we have had people that can't believe it when they come in, and we put them on stuff that their medications deplete, because we never take people off of their medications. We just, kind of help with the depletions, and they can't believe it. Within a week, their muscles are so much better.
They're feeling better.
Yeah, so you can actually do something about it.
Sure can.
All right. Thanks for the call, Ashton. 896-0713 or 800-349-0713. Those are our phone lines that are open to you right now. And we're going to take a break. We'll be back with this week's special. And welcome back to our Monday morning live edition of Healthy Living South Mississippi. Live healthy, be healthy with Dr. Jim and Janine Fox of Doctor's Nutrition, located on Cowan Road in Gulfport, just south of Pass Road. They're open Monday through Friday from 10 to 5:30, Saturdays 11 till 2. And Jim and Janine are there Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays. And, of course, Dr. Bull is there Monday through Friday.
Right.
Yes.
So, and they do get your blood work done there as well. They open up, 8 o'clock in the morning?
8 Monday through Thursday and 10 o'clock on Friday.
Okay, to get your blood work done.
Yep.
Before we mention this week's special, you've got just a couple of days left to go online to their Doctor's Nutrition Facebook page.
Right.
Click like and share it, because they're going to have a drawing on Wednesday for a Hitachi 50-inch Roku TV.
Right.
Of all those. So that's,
But you have to like and share it to be in the drawing.
Exactly. Got to like and share it. And then Janine's ready to get that thing out of the office.
Tired of it sitting in the floor.
They're sitting out there in the back of the floor, all in the box and everything, but it's a beautiful, beautiful TV. So again, go to Doctor's Nutrition on Facebook, like their Facebook page, and then share it, and then you can you'll be in the drawing for the 50-inch Hitachi Roku television that will be drawn for on Wednesday. So this week's special, what you got?
Well, this week, of course, this is allergy season starting already.
It's already starting already.
So we've got a couple of things. One, the arabinogalactin, we've talked about time and time again. It's for the seasonal, the flus and the colds and things like that.
But it also helps allergies and boosts your immune system.
It really does. And then, of course, the Aller 7 Plus, which Aller 7 is a combination of various herbs, that help with the allergies, desensitize us from the various allergies. And so these two, this time of year.
The way the weather's been going here lately, I mean, it's warm, it's cold. It's warm, it's cold. No
We've
wonder.
had
I looked
a
this
lot of
morning,
people that
yesterday
were
morning, pollen all over the front of my
It's
truck.
everywhere.
It's everywhere.
It's
That's why we
crazy.
decided to go ahead. There's pollen everywhere, and people are already coming in with seasonal allergies.
Kim got up
And
yesterday morning
so-
sneezing her brains
yeah,
out.
So we decided the Aller 7 Plus works really good. It has a lot of antihistamine effect too, and we see a lot of benefit from people taking it.
really do.
And it doesn't make you sleepy or it doesn't make you awake. So that's the good thing, is it doesn't, a lot of things that you can take either make you really tired or make you not sleep. And Aller 7 Plus does not do that.
That's good.
Yeah.
And the arabinogalactin, just to mention, it is so safe that we can give it to a day-old baby. It's something that, it's a
I remember
powder.
y'all talking about that. It's a powder you
It's a
like,
powder.
you
You
dip
can
your
just- yeah.
fingertip in there
So-
and just give it to
Yeah,
them.
we've got
Yeah.
moms
Like
that'll
that.
do that.
Moms that'll do that when their babies are getting sick, and it's actually had a lot of research even to keep down pediatric ear infections, and
Right.
so there's a lot of stuff on the arabinogalactin. And it's actually something good to have on hand for the whole family. It's not
Yes.
just for adults.
Now, most people just keep that like in their medicine chest.
Right.
That's right beside aspirin or whatever. They've got the arabinogalactin. So, if you start this first sign of the
first-
sniffles or whatever, the first sign.
We find if you do something on the first signs, you're much more likely to knock it out quick.
Yes.
That's the thing is, everybody tends to get sick. He even started getting sick this year, but he started taking stuff immediately.
Oh, yeah.
And his lasted a day, to where everybody else that's come in has had it for 3 to 4 weeks. And it's because he took so much so fast, and he really
kinda
did.
overdid it, but
He
it was
overdoes
good.
He overdoes it. He's like, I'm not getting
Jim's
sick.
walking around wired,
Oh yeah, let me tell you what. I kind of jumped in at full force, but like she said, the next day I was
He was
okay.
fine. But we get exposed every day too, because people come in.
Sure.
So we are exposed all the time, and so if we start seeing the hint of getting sick, we even load up more than we already do.
Yeah.
And the great thing about it, it's all natural stuff. You don't have
It
to
is.
worry about, because if you take
Exactly.
stuff from the store, you don't know what's in it.
Yeah,
It tells you the active ingredients are this, but all the fine print, you normally don't read that, and which a lot of it you don't really need.
Right. A
Or
lot of the
want.
stuff for
Yes.
congestion and stuff has a stimulant in it and can really raise blood pressure. And there's none of the stuff that we use, like the arabinogalactins, Aller 7, it doesn't affect the blood pressure. And so that's
true.
good. And speaking of blood pressure, something that we talk about constantly, and I was surprised when I saw this research that came out this
Oh
weekend.
yeah, this weekend.
It was actually on probiotics. What else?
What else?
They're even showing, now in the rat model, not in people yet, they're talking about it needs to be studied in people, they're showing that it helps hypertension.
Blood pressure.
Yeah, so probiotics.
I knew there was a reason I got on that
Yeah,
last
you're
week.
starting to
Yeah.
see probiotics for everything. I mean,
Yes.
for brain function, gut health, high blood pressure,
Yeah.
just keep you from getting sick, help the immune system.
Right.
There's so many benefits, and everybody probably out there needs to be on a probiotic.
Yeah.
And even with allergy season coming, they've shown probiotics definitely can help with allergies.
No doubt about that.
Probiotics is something that I think everybody needs to take, and we have an infant formula all the way up. So we do have infant formulas as well.
All right, 896-0713, 800-349-0713. It's open line Monday, so if you have any questions regarding anything health related or things that you're trying to do to live a healthier lifestyle, please give us a call. We have about 4 minutes left in the show here today to discuss any of those things. But yeah, the probiotics, I mean, that is something that people think that you can eat. I'll eat a bunch of yogurt because it's got all the stuff in there that I need and all that. But I think y'all have said
you would have to eat a
couple
whole
of gallons of that a day.
Yeah, you'd have to eat a whole
That's
bunch
going to
of
mess your
yogurt. 'Cause
stomach up really
when
bad.
you start looking at how many, I always say there's a lot of probiotics out there. Now, some of them are really weak. I mean, they can be like 100 million colony forming units, and they always tell you how many CFUs. The weakest one that we have is 5 billion. Even our infant formula is 10 billion. So I mean, and we go all the way up to 350 billion. So we have them at every strength.
We do, and and it's so important because when we look, all the research that's come out on the probiotics in the past, say 5-10 years. It started about 10 years ago, and it's just become overwhelming. The more research they do, well, what does it do for this? Well, they'll try that. So I set up a model for it, and sure enough, yeah, okay, it helps that, whatever it happens to be. Now, because it does have such an influence on our gut and our brain and just the whole body in general, and the immune system. So, and when we look at there's even and I love this one. They call it the hygiene hypothesis. We're too darn clean, okay? Because people don't think about. I mean, when I was a kid, good God, you pick something up out of the dirt, brush it off a little bit, eat it, whatever. It's just go on. If you're picking blackberries and you drop a few, you're like, okay, you dig around in the dirt, pick them up, and eat them. So.
All right, Billy from Bay St. Louis on the phone with a question. Good morning, Billy. What's your question for the doctors?
Well, I had a bad drug reaction that gave me shortness of breath.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And they put me on an antidepressant.
Okay.
And I can't get off of it because of the dizziness and everything else, and the doctor doesn't want to take me off. Can I get off of it with something else?
Well, that's one we always tell you to work with your doctor at decreasing the dose. And I always tell people, if it is your choice, and you might want to tell your doctor, I want to get off and help me wean off of it, because you don't ever want to just stop it.
No, it's never a good idea just to stop anything like that. But can you get off of it? Sure. There is a way to do that, and just ask your physician that you're seeing now to help you through that. And there are other alternatives.
If the doctor you're seeing won't, find another doctor. We always tell people it is your health, and so it is your decision. But we tell you definitely don't do it alone.
No.
Yeah.
Definitely.
All right, Billy. Thank you so much for your call. I believe we have a couple minutes left. 896-0713, 800-349-0713, and I know a lot of people probably think, okay, I'm feeling better now. I'll just quit taking these meds. And that's probably not
a good idea.
Yeah,
no.
Exactly.
Because,
and
withdrawal.
You do and like I said, and if you can't work well with your doctor, get another one. They work for you.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of times people don't they don't think about that, but you're paying them.
All right, real quick, Ruth from Gulfport on the phone. Good morning, Ruth. What's your question for the doctor?
Yes, I have. It started off with like acid reflux. So now they call it GERD. G-E-R-D.
Yeah.
And so when I swallow, even if I'm not eating anything, it's always seems like I'm swallowing something.
Feel like something's stuck in your throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably because you are having the reflux.
Right.
And for reflux, we always suggest digestive enzymes. And enzymes help you digest your food better and will help with that reflux. And we have a couple different ones. If you come in, we can tell you which one's right for you. But one thing that causes lack of digestive enzymes is aging. So the older people get, the less they have. And also stress does it too. So we do recommend digestive enzymes.
All right. Thank you, Ruth, for your call. Real quick, what's next week?
Next week, remember, around Valentine's Day, we're talking about things that can affect the heart.
Yeah.
We want to talk about things that affect the heart. And so heart matters.
There you go. All right. Well, join us next week. Thank you so much for being with us here this morning. And we will catch you next week for another live edition of Healthy Living South Mississippi. Live healthy, be healthy. Beautiful day. Go fishing.